Good morning, students. I, Dr. V. M. Tidke, Sanjeevani College of Engineering, welcomes you all. Today, under Equity Research in Unit number 1, we will continue our understandings about fundamental analysis. So, at the end of the session, student will be able to understand fundamental analysis, qualitative fundamental analysis and quantitative fundamental analysis. Moving further, friends, have you heard the term called fundamental analysis? Certainly yes. Many a times when we do read newspapers or when we are watching any economic news channels, we do find that several times the host and reporters use a term called fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and this is something what we have heard. The general idea of ours regarding fundamental analysis is the evaluatory approach to analyze the basic and foundational elements of a certain company just to get on an insight about the possible intrinsic value of the share. So this is a simple methodology to evaluate the basic factors. So basic factors comprises the kind of industry in which the company is performing, the conditions of the government, the environmental and other external factors that do impact onto a kind of business that we are analyzing, then the board of trustee or board of management or CEOs and CFO and all the key strategists of the organization, any changes in them, any expansionary or merger or acquisition related strategic alliances if happening into the company, any corporate social responsibility or any regulatory happenings of the organization, any good or bad happenings related with the company, awards, recognitions that company has got, or even the trades and higher orders or some sort of profits and other financial developments into the organization. So all such kind of information comes under the fundamentals. Okay, so the intention of a fundamental analysis is to evaluate all the basic and foundational factors associated with the company just to identify the actual intrinsic value of the share. And upon identifying that intrinsic value, you tries to see what is the actual market share of that particular company. And if there is a positive difference, means if the intrinsic value of the share is more than the actual market price of the share, you probably go on making the investment in those kind of shares with the belief that in coming times the share prices of that particular company is going to increase. And if there is a negative difference, that is if the actual market price of the share is higher than the intrinsic value of the share, then your approach is to wait and watch and to see as to when the prices of that particular script will go down just to have an investment if demands. So this is the basic intention behind performing the fundamental analysis. Okay, going it into some introductory phase. A fundamental analysis is the method of evaluating the intrinsic value of a stock. Okay, intrinsic value, it is the true value of the assets and liabilities or the profit ability that a particular company is having. Okay, so intrinsic value gives you the that can be calculated with the help of discounting the future profits that are associated with a particular company on today's time. Okay, this form of analysis combines the external events and influences as well as financial statements and industry trends. So to perform the fundamental analysis, it involves both the things, external factors as well as internal factors. External factors like any regulatory changes been posed by regulatory bodies like SEBI and RBI, or any governmental changes, any taxational or rule based changes if government is injecting into the economy, or import export related regulations if arises into the economy. So such kind of factors are the external factors. Another one is the internal factors. In internal factors, the growth and developmental related strategies of the organization, any change in the management or composition of board of managements, or any expansion or merger or strategic alliance related decisions been posed by organization, or any new injection of products or services, or addition of capacity, or change in the workforce, or any trainings, or any major orders if they have faced, or the financials like profitability, solvency, liquidity, and turnover. So any such happenings associated with the company turns out to be internals. So when we are talking about fundamental analysis, it do comprises the analysis of both the factors, the foundational external factors, and at the same time the foundational internal factors. Okay, so the types of fundamental analysis. Friends, fundamental analysis basically is been divided into two types. One is a qualitative fundamental analysis and second one is a quantitative fundamental analysis. Okay, let us try to see them one by one. Number one, a qualitative fundamental analysis. As the name suggests, a qualitative fundamental analysis is an approach to identify the factors that are qualitative in nature just to identify the intrinsic value of the shares. For example, the education level of the board of trust, or any awards and recognitions been awarded to the organization from various bodies, or any change in the management structure, or any changes so far as the composition of decision making authorities, or if there is any qualitative changes in the expansionary program, or if there is any training or any such sort of happenings to build the competencies of employees that has got injected by the organization to develop the performance. So such kind of factors are qualitative in nature. Okay, so qualitative factors are the factors which do not have values, but rather they are having some sort of quality, that is good or bad or average or so on. Okay, so this is a qualitative fundamental analysis. Second is a quantitative fundamental analysis. A quantitative fundamental analysis is a methodology whereby the approach is to evaluate the intrinsic value of the shares based on some financial variables. Okay, those financial variables could be the profit projections, or the actual profitability, or the capacity building in terms of numbers, or the taxational or any other related kind of quantitative changes that has happened into the organization, or if mergers and acquisitions and amounts that are involved into those activities, or certain key ratios like return on equity, or earning per share, or PE ratios, or dividend payout ratios, or even debt equity ratios and all that. So such kind of quantitative terms to understand the intrinsic value of the shares comes under the quantitative fundamental analysis. Okay, so simply a quantitative fundamental analysis is an approach whereby your attempt is to see certain key financials and the variables that are happening in those financials in terms of numbers, or you try to compare the different financial variables with the help of ratios to identify the quantitative functioning of a particular company, just to have a forecasting of intrinsic value of the shares, and upon that you try to go on making the decision regarding the investment into that particular company. So this is what we call it as a quantitative fundamental analysis. Friends, when we are performing fundamental analysis, both qualitative fundamental analysis and quantitative fundamental analysis has its virtue and has its importance to get understood. Let us say, for example, a company like Tata. So group of Tata is known for ethics and values. So if you are going to invest in a particular company, and if you comes to know that the board of director members of that particular company is having Mr. Ratan Tata as one of the board director member, so automatically that gives you a qualitative sign. Yes, if the person like Tata or Ratan Tata is a board member, undoubtedly this company is gonna be ethical one, or the performances of this company are surely going to have a transparency. So your inclination to buy the shares of that particular company would go on increasing. Why so? Because you believed that a person like Tata is a part of this company. So this is a qualitative approach. And secondly, if the particular company is having a PE ratio position to be very good, or the company do not have debts, or recently, as you all know, that Reliance company has decided to get the debt-free company by making the repayments of all the debts that they have. So such kind of numbers, if you find related with the particular company, then you get an idea about, yes, this is the company, probably I should think of going on expanding my program. So this is what is a quantitative fundamental analysis. Recently, if you are also knowing, ITC in during this pandemic lockdown period of 3 months in 2020, they have developed their assets by 2000 crores. So their developments are pretty good as compared to other companies where others are struggling to get on the sales or to even getting operated. And a company like ITC has increased their asset base by 2000 crores. So this is a good figure for the someone to make on the decision regarding the investments into a company like ITC. So this is a quantitative fundamental analysis. So friends, when you are doing a fundamental analysis, it is both qualitative fundamental analysis and quantitative fundamental analysis plays the role. And you have to be very logical, and you have to have a good sense of intellect to get on the signals out of the qualitative and quantitative fundamental analysis. I hope you have understood the video, and just to develop your understanding, just Google the qualitative fundamental analysis and identify the 10 factors that are relevant to perform the qualitative fundamental analysis. I hope you will do these small exercises, and by doing this, your understanding regarding qualitative fundamental analysis would enhance, and I hope so. If you have any queries and doubts to go with, you can ask me on my details. The details are in front of you. Thank you for watching the video, and just be waiting for another video on the same topic, that is fundamental analysis, talking about the components of fundamental analysis. Thank you for your spacious time. Thank you. Have a nice time.